All right, welcome. This is your man Miles. Welcome to Real Estate 360. And listen, we're going to do this today. We are going to talk about coaching. We're going to put a coaching program together for you. We're going to make this happen, right? This is absolutely free. We're talking about this wholesaling challenge. We're going to talk about creative finance. We're going to talk about cash deals. We're going to talk about comping. We're going to talk about how to find leads for free, how to skip trace people for free, and how to expedite that process as well. If you've got a couple dollars, you can do that, right? But we're going to outline everything. We're not going to go through everything today. It's a 30-day challenge, right? And I'll break it all down when we come back from this. But in the meantime, let's get into the intro and the welcome, and then let's get down to business. Let's go get some money, y'all. Being a real estate investor, there's nothing to it.
Sellers are just waiting for my call. Hey.
I'm sick and tired of y'all calling me. Stop calling my phone. I'm just sick of them. Sick.
So basically, there's no competition.
All I have to do is mail these out. Boom. Here comes the money.
Real estate. Easy money.
Hey, get away from my car.
My offers are solid, and they always get accepted.
Be nice.
As real estate investors, we make our own hours.
Now all I have to do is put in these bandit signs.
If you invest in real estate, you know exactly what you just saw. It can be problematic, right? It's the same group of people going after the same group of people saying the same thing to the same group of people. I get it. I've done it all. Some of those strategies can work, but it's all about messaging and numbers. But I'm here to tell you today that there's an absolutely better way to get things done, that you can double what you're doing. If you're a full-time investor already, you should be doing 5 to 10 deals a month. If you're not, let's have a conversation. If you're just getting started, this is the best way for you to go and get started. If you don't have any money to put into marketing and you want to develop a pipeline of deals that's consistently coming through, and you don't have to have the exact same conversation over and over and over again with another new seller. All you have to do is watch this study that I've put together for you. It's a little bit of a training, and let's have a conversation afterward. I've been at this for more than 2 decades, and we've developed strategies and relationships and systems and processes that allow our business to do 15 deals, 12 deals a month per market that we're in. And I want to share this information with you. Click the link below. Let's have a conversation. Peace. All right. Welcome. What's going on, everybody? This is your man Miles, and listen, we're doing this 30-day real estate wholesaling challenge. You're going to get every day, Monday through Friday, possibly even on the weekends. Hey, Selena, welcome. But Monday through Friday, there's going to be a how-to video where I'm going to explain absolutely everything, right? We're going to talk about everything that you need, all the tools, paid and free, all the processes, everything. Where are you going to find your leads? How much time do you want to spend in finding the leads? So as I'm going over what this is, I want you to understand that the link is in the description, okay? The link is in the description, right? And I'll show you what that looks like once you hit the link, and you'll get emailed your login credentials. I'm also giving you a free program. It's called Success in Your First 30 Days. It kind of pairs with everything we're going to be doing over the course of the next 30 days. And if I didn't say it already, I'm also going to say it. You're going to get live mentoring over this 30-day period as well. Meaning, if you need to talk to somebody, if you have a deal on the table, as I'm explaining to you how to find these deals and how to negotiate them. If you've got someone that you need to get on the phone with, we've got people in the community that will partner with you, right? We've got people in the community, myself included, that are going to be willing to partner with people that are doing deals. We've got myself, we've got Steve Connell, we've got Mike G, we got Selena, we've got Chris, so these are people that work directly with me, right? These are people that are learning from me. Steve is someone I learned from already. If I haven't told you, I bought my first house from Steve. I've known Steve as long as I've been in this business. So the link is in the description, okay? It's 100% free. I'm not charging you anything. I'm going to give you some options that you can utilize if in fact you want to expedite your process as we go through this 30-day challenge. Now, I'm here to hold your hand. I'm here to answer your questions. We've got a community tab, which I'm going to show you when you log in, where you're going to get those videos every day. And I'm going to do it live. But if you can't make the live, I perfectly understand. They will be there. The videos and training will be there. You can ask questions in our Facebook community, and you can ask questions inside the community that I've created for you as it relates to this challenge. Now, as we go through everything today, if you have questions, just ask them, right? Just ask them. If you've got something that you need to know how to do or work your way through right now, just ask it. That's what the chat is here for, okay? In the meantime, let me share with you, let me see here. Let me share with you what we're going to be doing in this challenge and what this week is going to look like, right? Or excuse me, what this month is going to look like. And here's what it looks like right now, right? Just your 30-day challenge. We have, this is our action plan. Day 1 through 7, we're going to be talking about marketing. Now, you will be speaking to people, but day 1 through 7 is going to be you marketing. This is what your daily activity is going to be: making telephone calls or SMS texting, driving for dollars, whatever the process is, reverse driving for dollars even. We're going to go through all of this stuff, right? But you're going to be marketing. You're going to be meeting people and talking to people day 7 through 14, and I hate to say that you will only be, you won't be speaking to anyone for the first, 7 days, because you will, depending on what you choose to do, right? Depending on what you choose to do. And what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is, I want you to pick a method. You could pick 2 even, but I want you to pick a method and stick with that method over the course of this 30 days. And I'm going to give you a bunch of things that you can choose from, right? And when you sign up, you're automatically going to be enrolled in Success in Your First 30 Days. And that whole training, it's a whole month there. And then starting tomorrow, the live videos come in. But you're going to be talking to people on maybe day 2 or day 1, depending on what marketing method you choose, right? You're going to be going through these next 30 days, no matter where you are right now. If you pick the one strategy or 2 and see them through, I tell people see it through for 90 days. But we're here for 30 days together. So whatever it is you're going to do, you do that for 30 days. Do not deviate. I don't care what you hear. I don't care what anybody says, and you're going to watch YouTube and you're going to get an email from someone that says, hey, here's a great way to get deals. Stick to your guns, because remember, if you do this, whatever marketing method you choose, you do that for a week, and then you start a new one, you're starting all over again. You have to build momentum when you market, all right? That's what marketing is all about. It's about building momentum, developing relationships, the know, like, and trust factor, and that's what you're going to do. That's why you need to stick with it, period, point blank, right? Then again, 14 through 17, or excuse me, 7 through 14, my numbers are all backwards. You're going to be talking to people. You're still going to be marketing. That is an effort that will never, ever stop. Days 14 through 18, you're going to presumably have a deal, right? Presumably. And then you're going to be looking for people to buy them, which I'm going to be helping you with as well. You're going to be negotiating with buyers and sellers throughout this whole process, right? and then you're going to get to the closing, but you're still marketing. You're constantly marketing. And I want to tell you that it's not that difficult to find buyers. It just isn't. But there are so many people that have a difficult time finding buyers. Now, you're not really having a hard time finding buyers. What you have is a bad deal, right? Because real estate investors are going to see a good deal and they're going to jump all over it. If they want to negotiate with you, they'll negotiate. Okay? But if your ask is way outside the box, a lot of real estate investors are just not even going to have a conversation with you because they feel as though you are, I don't know, maybe you just don't know what you're doing and they don't want to deal with it. So this 30-day period is designed to make you look, sound, and feel like you've been doing this forever. And that's why it's going to be important for who you get paired with, right? We have people all around the country that can help you, and doesn't matter where it is. You might not even know what market you want to be in. I'm going to show you how to pick that market. That's going to be the very first thing we talk about tomorrow if you don't have an idea about what that looks like. So let's go back over here and so I can continue this outline for you, right? As it says right here, what market are you in? This is the kind of stuff that we want to look at. Now, I know that we have some people that are in some pretty small areas. I talk to them all the time, some pretty small markets. So you want to make sure that you are in a market that has at least a 50,000 population. I would actually tell you if you want to be doing this in a place that has a couple 100,000 people. But we've got people that have come through our program that live in small towns and just focus on those areas, right? And maybe the surrounding areas as well. And they do really, really well for themselves. Insanely. I'm talking about 6 figures a month consistently. Passive income. Crazy. You want to have houses in the area that you're looking at where the average home is below the 400,000 mark, right? Below. Why do you want to look at those? Because they're easier to sell. They're much easier to market to investors of all kinds if you're there. I mean, if you're trying to be out there in California and you're trying to wholesale $600,000, $700,000, $800,000 houses, $1 million houses, you're going to have a very difficult time. If you're in New York looking at brownstones and they're all starting at $1.5 million and you don't have any money, can you do the deal? Absolutely. I can give you a great case study about someone that we work with. His name is Dawsey, and he was in New York and he didn't have a penny, but what he had was ambition. What he had was, this bigger than life personality. I mean, he's not dead. He still has all those things. But he went knocking door to door in Manhattan, in Brooklyn actually, until he got a deal, right? But he had to beat out people that were writing big checks. You're dealing with investors that can just stroke a check to these people for, 10 grand, 20 grand is earnest money. So these people that did business with him, they liked him. He made $100,000 on a flip, but it took him 6 months to find the deal. It took him 0 time to sell the deal, but it took him 6 months to find, negotiate, and contract that deal. It was a large deal. So if you're in New York, I'm going to show you how to do it in another market. That might be upstate, just outside of the boroughs. You might be in Texas. You might be in Georgia. You might be in Kansas. You might be in Arizona somewhere. It doesn't really matter where you are. These processes work everywhere. And you can be in the comfort of your own home and do these deals on the phone and on the internet. All your contracts will be right there. I'm going to show you how you can get I can't even remember what it's called, but it's in my notes. I use DocuSign, but there's another document signing service that gives you like a week or 2 for free. So you'll be able to have something so you can send someone a digital contract for them to sign when you have a deal in place, right? Cool. Now, here's where we're going now. So I'm going to show you how to pull lists for free or for paid, right? You can get government lists, which are code violations, probate, tax delinquents, water shutoffs, but you can get paid lists like, vacant landlords, high equity, properties that have been listed for 100 days or more. That's a great one for us now for cash deals. I'm going to show you how you can do this on Zillow. I'm going to show you how you can do it on Craigslist. I'm going to show you how to drive for dollars and do reverse driving for dollars. I mean, there's so many things that you can just be doing and what you're looking for. You can skip trace for free right there. I'll just tell you what it is now and we'll go over it in this first week. But you go to truepeoplesearch.com. It's really good and it's free. Okay, you can find out a lot of stuff. Now, it's not as good as a paid service, but they're not far off the mark. And if you don't have a paid service, now we use batch leads. I'm going to show you how to use batch leads and give you a discount code if you want to be able to pull a lead list, skip trace that lead list, be able to send emails and SMS texts and drive for dollars. I mean, it's like the discount code, I think it's $99 for a month, right? But I'll give you the discount code probably day 1 or day 2. So if you so choose to go with that, you can. We're going to go over acquisitions. I like to talk a lot about what it means in acquisitions because most people think that you have to know all these social cues and these phrases that you got to wow people with. And no. You're going to feel like you want to overthink it because we're going to be moving fast. But you're going to feel like you want to overthink it, like you're missing something or you forgot something or it can't be that easy. And you know what? A lot of times it is. You're going to be just fine. I promise you. We're going to hold your hand. We're going to hold your hand through this entire process. My goal, our goal, the team's goal is to make sure you make money. And the only way I know how to do that, because I've given you a ton of stuff to do on YouTube where you can just go there, but you got to piece things together and you got to figure this out and do that. And this person says it different than this person, and it just confuses you. I don't want that for you. We want to be there for you. We want to be able to answer your questions when you have them. This is what our mentorship program looks like. So I'm basically giving you 30 days of what our mentorship program looks like, period. Okay? I just want you to get there fast. Whether you choose to work with us or not, in the end, it doesn't matter. I want to get you to success in these first 30 days. You with me? Good. Because that's what I want. Your success is my success. A wise man told me many, many years ago, he said, you're only as wealthy as what you can afford to give away. And it had nothing to do about money. These processes that I do, many other people do and share with other people. Listen, you can go out, you can find deals 10 years from now when you're doing this and your life is financially different. You're going to say, man, there was this guy Miles I worked with, man, back in 23. He was great. Maybe I'm still going to be on your team. Maybe I'll be an investor. Maybe you'll be an investor for me. Maybe we'll be working together. I still work with my mentors, right? I believe in long-lasting relationships. Okay, so let's get back to it. All right, so again, I want you guys to make sure that if you have questions that you comment, you share with me. Because if you have a question, somebody else might be thinking it as well and just not, putting it in the chat. I want to help you, and I can't help you unless you help me help you, right? Help me help you. Tell me what you need to know and what you want, because I can only do it from this side the way I'm doing. Cool? All right. So let's go back over this real briefly here again. I'm going to show you how to do comping properties, how you can do it, again, on free services and on paid services. I like using both of them. Because sometimes information is different. I'll be on Zillow and I'll be on my paid stuff, and my paid stuff might say this is a 4.2 and Zillow might say it's a 3.2, right? It happens all the time. So I have to figure that out. It also becomes a part of my conversation when I speak to the owner or the representative of that particular property, okay? So we're going to go through that. We're going to go through the disposition process. That just means, it's just a way to say, I'm going to show you how to sell it, right? How you set up your documents, where if it's creative finance or if it's a straight cash deal. I'm going to show you how to understand what your entry fee is. How do you put that? There's a form that you're going to be able to download and just pop your numbers in. It gives you your annual cash on cash return. the percentage and the dollar amount based on the numbers that you come up. We're going to go through all that stuff. There's flyers that you can use where, like when I got, excuse me, when I got started, let me get a little sip here. Ooh, that's good. So when I got started, I would use these flyers, and I would go door knocking, and I would put the flyer in the door, and I'd go to little corner stores and gas stations and put a little stack there. If I'm driving for dollars, this is what reverse driving for dollars is. Let's say you don't have any paid services or free services. You don't know how to skip trace people, or maybe you did skip trace them, but you didn't get the correct information, whatever the case, right? Reverse driving for dollars is this. You're driving your car, you're going down the street, you're looking both ways, and you see a house with long grass and it's vacant. You pull your car over, you take out one of your flyers. It doesn't even have to be a flyer. I'm giving you the flyer. You can use sticky notes. It doesn't really matter, but the flyers, you can print them out at home and just, say what you want to say on there. You'll see the ones that are in there for you. But you can just write a quick note. This is Miles. I have a quick question about your property. Please call me or email me here. And that's it. And you leave it on the door. And when someone comes over there to enter that place, they'll see it, they'll take it, and presumably they'll call you. Okay, let's see. Somebody has a question here. Let's see. Let's see. I have a cash buyer who wants a particular home, and how do I present it to or so he doesn't just take the house for himself? Do I submit a contract and then give him then give to him to go see once I think that's I put it under contract? Understand? I think I understand, Cassandra. I think I do. So you've got a cash buyer. It really depends on where you're getting this property from, right? Where you're getting it from. So if it's a property that's listed, you got to see what this person likes. Cassandra, you're already in the group, so let's have a call about that so I can get the specifics from you. But before you show a property, you generally will want to have it under contract, generally, right? Or at least be in tune and aligned with the seller, right? So no one is going to overstep anyone's boundaries, right? That's extremely important, right? So we'll get on a call and we'll talk about that. So do you do deals virtually or just in your area? We do deals, me personally, all around the country, right? We have specific markets that we market in, but we'll get deals in places that we don't market because we ask the sellers all the same question. Do you own any other real estate? Do you know anyone else who may be willing to sell? And they're going to say, yeah, I got some stuff, over here in, Oklahoma or whatever the case. But I don't know, Miss Empress 2371, how long you've been on this particular one or video, but we're going to help you pick out a market. So no matter where you are, we're going to help you do this virtually. It doesn't have to just be in your backyard. It just doesn't. We have all of the technological tools that help us do these things today. So we knock them down, right? Let me see here. So send him pics without address to see if he likes it first. Yeah, do that first. Definitely do that first. What if it's not listed, but you want to find a buyer and I'm the seller? Can I still do this? I don't quite understand what that question is. So it doesn't matter if it's listed or not. The MLS is just another place we find deals, right? We can find on-market and off-market deals, right? So, but if it's not listed and you want to find a buyer and I am the seller. So if you're the seller, you can just take some pictures of the property. You can put it out there. We're going to go over exactly how you can market this. You can use Facebook. You can use Zillow. You can use Craigslist. And there's other marketplaces that we have access to. So, we have a big team of people as well, a group of people that are constantly looking to buy. So depending on where it is, we'll probably have buyers for it. But I'm going to show you how to develop your own buyers list as well, right? I think that's it's important to teach people how to be independent recipients of this, right? You know, I want to be here for you. I want to be someone that you can learn from consistently, as I grow, you grow, and so on and so forth. But it's imperative that people learn how to stand on their own, to be their own, because you're going to find a niche in your business that is specific to you. It's specific to you, and that's okay, right? That's okay. I want that. I want that for you. Okay. So again, let me just reiterate that in the description to this video, no matter where you're watching it, right? I think, what are we on? We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on LinkedIn, we're on Twitter, I believe, and somewhere else. But wherever you are, in the description to this is the link for the challenge. And before I go, well, let me finish with this description of what is in. Then I'm going to show you what it actually looks like. Okay, so we're going to go over that flyer. You're going to be able to download all this stuff. We're going to go over repair costs and how you come up with those, because there's a form that you can also download. So there's all those things that we're going to be doing. How to find buyers in all these places, cash sales, cash buyers. If you're using, so this is one of my favorite hacks right here, right? This one right here. That's one of my favorite hacks that I really, and here's another one that's really good as well. And let me tell you why. And this is going to be a part of the training. I'm kind of jumping a little ahead of myself here, but cash sales and cash buyers, right? Now, you're going to find these in a couple different kind of ways. The easiest way is if you have batch leads, right? But you can also do it on Zillow, and I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm sure you can do it on Redfin as well. But you're going to reach out. So I can look and see recent cash sales. I can look at the buyers. I can call them up. I can look at houses that are being flipped. They're flipped because I can see when a person bought it, how much they paid for it. If they bought it a year ago for $80,000 and it's beautifully renovated right now and they're selling it for $300,000, I'll just call up that agent and say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Agent, my name is Miles. I see that you have a buyer in this particular area. I know you have a buyer because you have a property listed in that particular area for someone who's flipping over there right now. I happen to have a property that's 2 or 3 blocks away from the property that you're selling right now. Do you believe that your seller is interested in buying? I'd love to show them this house, and they're going to be like, what? And I'll pay them a fee. It might not be 3%, but I'll pay them a fee to do that because I would pay anyone else that sold a property for me. So, but there's your buyer. I can call up those cash buyers and have the same conversation with them because I'll have their contact information because it's right there in batch leads. I'll know exactly who they are. I can skip trace them and I can call them. Boom, done, just like that. And call them up and say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Johnson, I see that you got a property over here. You flipped some houses, and I got one right around the corner. Would you be interested in taking a look at it? Maybe you want to buy it. They're flipping in that area. Nobody really talks about those two things. Cash buyers, which you find from cash sales. It doesn't even, it can be cash. We call them cash, but they're really hard money, right? So it just go from there. Those are just 2 really easy ways to go about it. So I want to ask a couple questions right here. Empress says, getting buyers is my biggest fear. Do not be afraid of the unknown, the vast unknown. You don't know what's going to happen to you when you walk out of the house, but you still walk out of the house, right? And you're going to find your buyers by putting things out there on the internet. You don't have to necessarily just call people, right? But this is a people business, and you're eventually going to wind up talking to people. And we're going to talk about that through this challenge as well. You're not going to be alone. You're not going to be by yourself. From the time it's time to acquire the property to the time it's time to sell the property, I got you. The coaches, I hesitate to even call them coaches, but the people that you're going to be paired with to work with are talking to people every day. And you're going to see how easy it is. You're going to do a little bit of it, but we're going to do it together in the beginning. And so we got you. And then Jim, thanks for, I just want to share for whoever hasn't seen this. Jim said, look, he said, don't be afraid of buyers. You are helping buyers make money So they will become your best friend because of that. And that is the truth. You're helping people make money. They want to talk to you. Thanks, Jim. I appreciate that input. All right, so let's go back over here. Right. I want you to take action every single day. You're going to hear me say it every day. It's momentum that you're building up. Every day that you do something to push your business or yourself further along than you are today is creating momentum. If you just do a little bit every day, that consistent action builds momentum. And then when it's all said and done, you'll have stuff coming left and right? Okay, I'm going to show you how to do tax delinquents, where you get it, how you do it, which is outlined right here a little bit. I won't do that. I do. All right. How to get probate leads. Now that's a time-consuming thing, but you're going to do it. So I'm going to break it down and how you can do that. You can buy a list to get there a little bit faster, and but I'm going to break all that stuff down to you. Water shutoff lists, code violation lists, what to look for in those. We'll talk about wholesaling on-market properties, doing creative finance deals, setting up automatic property searches on Redfin and on LinkedIn so that you can be notified as they come in the areas that you want to be in, making offers. I want you to make 5 offers a day through this challenge, right? I know you're not going to be in a position to make them in the first week, but again, it's that momentum that you're going to build up, let's see. Teresa says, I'm going to get right to that here in a second, Teresa. But I'm going to show you how to do all these things. I want you to be extremely well versed. So that's just a little bit of what we're going to go over. I mean, it's not everything, but it's a lot of things. And again, inside the description of this, I want to make sure that I'm constantly saying it because I know people are coming and going off multiple platforms. So in the description is the link to sign up for the free challenge. The link is in there. All you have to do is hit the link. I'm not even asking for credit card. It's not 30 days for free and then it charges. No, I'm not doing any of that. This is absolutely 100% free. And this information will be available to you for as long as the website is up, okay? Period. You're going to always have it. All right? Let's see. So, all right. So the next question is, Teresa says, how do you sell a house with code violations? So, okay, cool. Pretty easy. So you find a house that has code violations. Not, open code violations, 30, 60 days. So they're active and open. People probably still going to court. And you get that code violation and you go find that person, right? This is all public information. Now, sometimes some of the people down there, they don't want to give you the information, but it's all public information. They actually have to give it to you. So just ask to speak to a supervisor. The problem there is now they're going to want to charge you, probably 50 cents a sheet, whatever. Ask them if they have it online, but you can call and do that. They're not always that easy to get a hold of, so you have to be consistent. But once you get it, you got the list, you're looking at the list, you call the people, right? You're going to have to skip trace them, but you call the people. And you say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so, are you the owner of 123 Main Street? Yes. Hey, great. I'm so glad I got a hold of you. I see that you got some code violations and they're active and open. How are those people treating you down there? I know it can be a tough situation. You start to know, like, and trust them. You start talking to them. And eventually you come straight out and say, hey, have you thought about selling this property? Would you like to, just be done with it? We can figure out what these violations are going to be, and you don't have to fix them. We'll go ahead and take care of them. We'll work it into the price that, we pay it, and let's just work something out. And then they sign a contract with you for you to buy it, and then you wholesale it. Okay? So we're going to go over all of that stuff as well, right? But once you have equitable interest in this property, and that's having a contract, that you've given them at least $1 for an earnest money for, because that's what solidifies your contract. There has to be some money there, and you just go from there. All right, let's see. She says, Teresa, okay, I have the list and I'm the owner of the property. Now they are being butts. Huh? I don't get it. Who's being butts? Oh, the city's being, they're being, I get it. They're being asses. I'm a little slow sometimes. Please forgive me, Teresa. So okay. I have a list. You got the list and you're the owner of the property. And the city's giving you, I think we talked a little bit about this. So they're giving you the business about what you want to do with this particular property. But, if you were selling that property, they would treat the next person a little bit different. And as I remember correctly, you were kind of selling it. You're giving it or selling it to your son, if I remember correctly. That is good lemonade. I don't know if you guys got a Publix in your area. And I'm definitely not making any money off of this. But their lemonade, this raspberry lemonade, good Lord have mercy. I don't know what these people do, but it is so good. Oh, yes, he is done with it now. Okay, cool. So that's where you're going. So now I want to show you, once you've signed up for the program, what it's going to look like when you go over there, okay? So let me show you here. Boom. All right, so this is the site, Real Estate 360. You're going to come over here. Don't want to be there. You're going to come in. Every time you go to the site, this is what it'll be. There's a mobile app that you can download and have them on your phone as well, right? You'll go into your library. Of course, I'm in there already, so I've got a ton of stuff. When you sign up for this, what you're going to see is this first, success in your first 30 days, right? That's what you're going to see tonight once you sign up. So you're going to sign up and you're going to see success in your first 30 days in there. And this is what the course looks like. There's my little cheesy photo right there with me in a bow tie. But you're going to get a video every day about this. We're going to go over all these different things. So just to give you an example of what it looks like. So here you are here. Even if you're just going to make a small percentage of it, you want to make sure that you're structured properly and that you have the tools of the trade to be successful. Pause that. The downloads are going to be right there to the right. Every page that has a download available is going to be on that right there. Now that's if you're looking at the PC version. If you're looking at a mobile version, it's probably going to be below, underneath everything. You can leave comments there for each lesson. If you didn't get something, you can leave a comment right there. Say, hey, I really like this. This was great. Or I didn't quite understand this, so on and so forth. But it's there for you, right? It's there for you. So that's what that looks like. And then what you'll see, again, I have a whole bunch of stuff. The second thing that you're going to see when you go in there and sign up today is this one right here. Success in your first 30 days wholesale challenge. Free 30-day wholesale challenge. This is where you're going to go in and watch those live videos every day, right? They're going to be right here, right? So it's already scheduled out. It's telling me now I've got 23 hours to complete it. But every day there's going to be another one here. Every single day it'll say what it is. So if you miss the live one, you can come right back and view it. Okay. You can leave comments. There's all kind of different things. There's a leaderboard for people that are actively taking, advantage of all the information in there, and they're logging in and they're engaging and they're doing stuff. This is where we want to be. This is what we want to do. So you're going to be in there and you'll be able to ask the community questions and do all the things that that you're going to want to do for you to be a success. I want to reiterate again. Let me reiterate again. You are going to have somebody's telephone number. All right. You're going to have either my number or one of the other people that I work with, Steve, Chris, Selena, Mike. You're going to have the actual telephone number. So you can pick up the phone and talk to us. I do want you to communicate inside the community and say, hey, this is what's going on. Talk about your progress. Talk about your challenges. Talk about these things, because I promise you other people are feeling it. And it's important that people know that they're not alone. It's important that you know that you're not alone, right? There's no way that, and I know that there are a lot of you that are watching this right now and you're saying, I've taken course after course after course and I couldn't do this and this didn't do that. I've paid people money and nothing ever came from it. I didn't get anywhere. I'm still trying to do it. That's exactly what happens almost 100% of the time. Why? Because I'm going to sell you a $1,000 course and it's all online. You're not going to talk to anybody, right? You might type a message and I'm going to get back to you in a timely manner, or you bought into a mentorship program, but you can only talk to your coach Thursday at 7 p.m. Well, what happens if you find a deal on Monday? You got to wait till Thursday before you can get your question answered, before you can work out what you will have lost that deal by then. And so that's why I'm doing it this way. That's why I'm doing it this way. Because I don't want you to fail. I want every one of you that accepts this challenge to win. Okay? I'm not promising that you're going to get a deal in 30 days, but if you do this, you'll have a deal in 30 days. If you stay committed, not necessarily to me, but to yourself, to your family. And I keep telling y'all, I don't do this for me. If I was doing this for me, I'd be charging you money right now, right? If I was doing this for me, even our full-blown educational program isn't that expensive. It's not. It's just a commitment more than anything else. I've worked with companies that sell these programs for $25,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. I worked with one organization that had a $78,000 program teaching people how to buy tax liens. $78,000? Get out of here. You better be doing the work for me for $78,000. I'm not going $80,000 in the hole. And I get it. They say, well, when you go to school, you got to pay this to do that and da-da-da. And you may not get a job or you may, I get it. But you got that degree and you can always use that degree, right? When you're talking about education, especially in real estate, it has to be actionable information. Things in real estate don't really change that often. Every now and then there's some changes in the law, something's different here or there, but it's not that extreme, okay? The changes aren't that tough. Once you have this information, all you have to do is keep doing it. Mike said it, he said it in here earlier. I can't remember where he said it, but he said something about consistency. Where is it at? I think this is it. Doing something consistently for 30 days because it becomes a habit. 1,000%. 1,000%. And it's free. Just hit the link in the description. Take the challenge and allow us to work with you. I'm giving you everything. I'm going to teach you as much as I can bury into you for 30 days. You're inevitably going to find a deal that we're going to have to negotiate through for you. It's going to be a creative financing option. You're not going to know those things. It takes time. And I know Selena, I think she's here. She can attest to this. We've been talking about doing creative finance deals consistently. But I'm getting on the phone. I got on the phone with her and her sellers and the agents. I got on the phone with them. So the three of us, so that she could hear what was going on. I record them so we can go back over them so she has it. All of that. These are the things that are going to be essential for you to win in this real estate business. I'm not giving you a sales pitch. I'm just telling you what it is. I'm just telling you what it is and why. I'm not doing it for me. And if I'm being honest, I'm not even doing it for you. I'm doing it for the people that you do it for. Because when you change your life financially, their life is changed automatically. Your children, your friends, your immediate family, your address, everything changes. So I'm not doing it for me. I'm not really doing it for you. I'm doing it for your people, the people that lean on you, that need you in their life, your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren. Because when you learn a skill that allows you to be self-sufficient, you pass that on to other people. It becomes a part of them. It's the way you think. It's the way you teach them how to think about money, about business, about relationships. All of that matters. All of that matters. And like when you're doing business, for instance, let me go ahead and put this down. When we're doing business, for instance, right? I don't want to be in a situation where you and I do the exact same thing. How can I benefit you and how can you benefit me if we're good at the same thing? I need some diversity. All right? I need some diversity. I need that. And I also don't want to find myself in a situation where I have a partner who I have to pull all the time. I got to pull you with me. I know where I'm going. I got kids to pull with me. I don't want to pull no other grown up. But we're going to talk about relationships and mindset and the people that you got around you. Sometimes you got partners, sometimes you go on solo. But you got to get in the game. And this is going to help you get in the game. You can share this with people that you know that might want to take advantage of this, right? It's completely and totally free. I know, let's see here, Selena chimed in. Nice pick, Selena, with the gold hair. I don't know. It may not be gold. I don't know. Forgive me for miscoloring it. But Jason and the community are really here to help. Really here to help you reach your goal. I was hesitant at first, but they show and proved. Now these are my people, my community. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much, Selena. But it is about uplifting people and showing them a way and doing all this thing. And real estate, I mean, you can do this anywhere. I don't care where you're watching this from. You don't have to do it in your backyard. If you live in a little tiny town and you want, more hustle and bustle, you could do this in whatever market. You can do it in multiple markets. I would recommend, though, that you pick one market right now, and at least for this 30 days, and you saw all those laundry list of ways that you can get leads, right? You saw the laundry list. I'm going to put it out there every day, right? But you need to pick one or two, and you need to stick with those one or two things, period. That's how you're going to find success. That's how you're going to build your momentum. That's what it is. You're going to stick with them for the 30 days, period. I'll tell you what's working for me. Certain lists work well for me. We'll go over all those lists. I do tired landlords. I don't normally do a lot of high equity unless but every list is a different conversation too. Every list is a different conversation, but we're going to go over that. And that's why I'm telling you, that even though I'm going to give you so much information, so many lists, so many downloads, I'm spoon feeding this stuff to you so we can talk about it, right? So we can talk about it. You're going to have contracts that encompass pretty much everything. There's some that are going to be in success in your first 30 days, and you can do that. But I'm going to give you a download for a bunch of other things that you're going to utilize, and that is generally going to be used for your creative financing deals, right? And we're here for you. I mean, people will tell you, and for those people that are watching this, again, the description to this free challenge, the sign in or sign up, whatever, the link to this free challenge is in the description. Sign up, share it with people that you know need to be paying attention to this. Sign up. And I was going to say something. I lost my train of thought there. But it'll come back to me. Let's see. We got another comment here. I think this one is from Cassandra. Cassandra says, together we are all better. Amen. Amen. Each one teach one, and we are all better because of it. That is absolutely correct. The benefit of being in a community is that you don't have to know everything. You're around people that collectively know everything. The collective knowledge of the community is going to help you out immensely. It helps you get there fast. And that's why you want to do it, right? You want to get there. I mean, people will tell you all the time, it's the journey. I get it. I get it. And when you look back at all the pain and agony that you went through, it's like, whoo, if I could tell you all of what I've been through. Yep, that's your story, and you can write a book about it, right? But you want to get there as fast as possible. Nobody wants to spend forever trying to figure it out. So once we sign in, we get an email to sign into the members area. Yes, that's exactly correct. Now, when you sign in, make sure that you're also, if you don't see it in your inbox, make sure that you check your promotion or your spam folder. Generally, it'll be in promotion. But it's going to be coming from me, Jason Miles, Jason O. Miles, as you see it. Real Estate 360. You can, either one of those you can, either one of those you can, kind of put it in there and you see it. But if you do not see it in your inbox, if you don't see it in your inbox, it's going to be in your promotion. So look for it there. I don't want you to miss out, right? So look for it right there so you don't miss it, because what happens, people sign up for things and they're like, well, I never got the email. You didn't get the email because it went into promotions or spam. So look over there once you sign up and make sure whoever you share that link with, you tell them to do the same thing. You're going to tell them to do what? Check their spam. Check their spam. That's where you're going to see it. Again, this is absolutely free. We're going to walk you through everything you need to know. As much as I can stuff into your brain over the course of the next 30 days, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm committed to giving you the information and the processes. I'm committed to holding your hand through these deals. I'm committed to get on the phone with you and your sellers and agents and help you find buyers. I'm committed. The only reason I'm going to miss a time is if something absolutely horrible happens and I'll have somebody else do it. But I'm committed to being here for you and making this thing happen. So I need you to be just as committed. I know it's difficult to do this, that, and the other, and you're adding something, but you're making a conscious choice today to change your life for tomorrow. And someone is giving it to you for free. The only thing I'm actually asking for is a commitment from you. That's all I want. Show up every day. Show up every day. Believe me when I tell you, it's not always easy. Every one of us, every one of you that are listening to this, to my voice and watching this right now, you all know that every now and then something comes up in life and it throws you off. It messes up everything about what you do. It messes up the way you think, the way you sleep, the way you eat. It messes up everything. But for this, outside of a major catastrophe, please give me the 20 or 30 minutes a day that I'm asking for. And do it at your leisure. If I'm going to do a live at 11 a.m., it might be 8 o'clock for you in California. Right? Maybe you're not up at 8 o'clock in the morning. That's cool. It'll be there for you. And you can communicate and leave messages in the community with us as well. Because we are all here to help each other, as Cassandra just said. We're all better off for being in a community that truly wants to see everyone in the community do as good as possible. I mean, think about it. No matter where you are in the country, we can find deals. We can sell deals. We can reach out and talk to somebody if we don't know that particular area. We got this. This is Real Estate 360. This is how we do it all around. It's 360 because we do everything real estate related. We're not going to get into land and multifamily and commercial and all that other stuff. We're going to keep it simple right now, where it's easy for somebody to enter and get in, whether you have money or not. This is what we're doing. You're going to have free stuff available to you, and you're going to have paid stuff available to you. And I'll tell you right now, if you can invest maybe $200 over this 30-day period in yourself, maybe $250, you're going to get there a lot faster. Promise you. Promise you. And I'm going to give you the discount code to do it, because you're going to get driving for dollars. You're going to get 10,000 leads a month. You're never going to call them all. You're going to get skip tracing availability, which is, part of that 250 is in there. You're going to get SMS availability. I'm going to show you how you can write all these. In fact, I'm going to give you all the stuff that I have. I mean, I even created a little video that we use and send that out to people as well, because everybody doesn't want to read. There's all kind of tricks that you can use as well. But we're going to get into that in a little. I'll just tell you one. Like sometimes I'll just send a single text with their first name. You're like, hey, David, ... And then David texts back and be like, hey, what's up? Who's this? Hey, this is Miles with Real Estate 360. I'm just reaching out to see if you still own the house at 123 Main Street and seeing if you would be interested in selling it. Just going from there. It's yes or no, right? But there's so many different ways that we can go about doing this. Just so many different ways. And I'm going to give you as much as I can. Empress says, I'm excited about it. You should be excited about it. I wake up every day excited about real estate. Absolutely. When someone calls me and says, I got another one under contract, it's even though I'm not going to get any money off of that, they did it off the information that I helped them understand. That's exciting to me. It's exciting. And I want you to, throughout this 30-day period and even after, stay connected with the community and tell us about your successes and your I hate to even call them failures, but setbacks, successes and setbacks. That's what I'm talking about. Because everyone's going to applaud you for your successes and everyone is going to help you through your struggles. Okay? Okay, let's see. I don't know who's this. I think this is Cassandra. Cassandra says, yes. Thank you for this gift of a new life. And it really is a new life. I'm not even exaggerating. Once you find your groove, you get your first deal, and then you have a consistent deals and deal flow. You're closing 1, 2, 3 a month consistently. My average wholesale deal is about $6,700 on average. Some might make more, some might make less. But on average, they're about $6,700. So if you did, let's just say you made $5,000 a deal. And you did 2 of those or 3 of those a month. That's your money. Now we're going to start talking about building passive income and things like that. See, it's not enough to just be a wholesaler, right? You can't get rich technically wholesaling. I mean, it's a lot of work and it's deal by deal, deal by deal, deal by deal, deal by deal, but you got to start somewhere. Right? You make your money there, you learn processes there, you find out what you like, what you don't like, and you go into the next one. Maybe the next step for you is fix and flip. Maybe the next step for you is buy and hold, using creative financing to get into a lot of these deals, creating now monthly cash flow. We have a program called 2 Year to Millionaire, and how you can just do a deal a month and make that happen for yourself. You'll be worth, I think it's like 1.3 or something like that at the end of 2 years with just one deal a month. Just one a month. And that's all about creating monthly residual cash flow. I call it mailbox money. Again, the link to this free training, 30-day challenge, is in the description no matter where you're watching it. No matter where you're watching this, it's in the description. Just hit the link. Just hit the link. I'm keeping it open for people to come in through this first week. So between now and next Saturday, people can come in, right? Because they might not see it. Some people are not going to see this till tomorrow. Some of you are going to share this with other people, and they might not get to it till Tuesday or whatever the case. So I'm going to keep it available for people so they can get in and follow up and do the things that they want to do. And starting tomorrow, I've asked for your telephone number when you sign up. The reason I'm asking for your telephone number isn't so I can just start bothering you. It's so I can connect you with the team member that is going to, walk you through this process. Okay? It's either going to be me. Again, it's either me, Selena, Steve, Mike, or Chris. Period. Okay? Period. And I promise you're not going to overload any of us. Excuse me for a second. Enjoying my raspberry lemonade. That stuff is so good. So I'm not going to hold you up anymore. Please go right now. Sign up for this free challenge. Immediately, you're going to get success in your first 30 days. Go through that. I mean, it's dripping the content to you. I don't want you to consume it immediately, so it drips it to you, right? A little bit every day. Add it. This is about structure. Success in your first 30-day program is about structuring your organization, your business. It's about structuring it all in there. And we're going to go over all that stuff throughout this process because I believe that these things are necessary. And at any point that you need to do something, let's have that conversation. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time. Please go in there again and sign up for this challenge. It's absolutely free. Hey, Raymond, what's going on, my brother? It's absolutely free. Share it with people that you believe need this information in their life. It's going to be open to people for the next week through Saturday. It'll be off at midnight on Saturday in terms of new enrollment, that is. We are going to live in that space, in that community over the course of the next 30 days. So I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready because I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's do it. Hey guys, it's your man Jason Miles here again. I just wanted to come to you today because I've got something great that I want to basically just kind of give you. It's my second book. It's called When There's Blood in the Streets, A Real Estate Investor's Guide to Winning. Now, this book here is all about how I found success in real estate, all the things that I did to become successful, all the things that I've taught other people over the past 17 years now about being successful in real estate. Listen, there's no lying, there's no kind of softening it up. Real estate is at a time right now where there's going to be some changes in the market, and it's not going to be enough to simply just fix and flip a house. It's going to be a little bit more difficult. So you have to implement, other strategies if you want to find success. There are passive income strategies that we do right now, lease purchase, sandwich lease options, things like that, where we're not just renting, we're creating homeowners, okay? There are fix and flip. There is wholesaling. There is a lot of other things that you can take advantage of that are in this book and kind of pinpoint exactly what it is you want to do for yourself. And again, it's free. All you have to do is fill out the information below, pay for the shipping and handling, and it's yours. It will be mailed right out to you. Now, you don't have to take it from me. All you have to do is read some of the comments and some of the videos, the shares, just things that other people are saying that I've been able to help them with as they've been building their real estate careers. And then, of course, turning around and helping other people. That's the most important thing. It's not enough for you to just have. It's got to be a situation where it's being reciprocated, where you're giving it back, right? That's what this is all about. Now, again, this is the second book that I've written, but it's just for what's going on in today's market. When there's blood in the streets, you've heard the saying. It's time for you to kind of start taking action. And you may not have a lot of money. You may not have any money. None of that matters. We're going to go over the strategies in this book. So fill out the information below. You get the book for free. Just pay for the shipping and handling, and we'll go from there. And I look forward to working with you soon. Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon. What's going on, friends and family? How y'all feeling today? I hope you're feeling great, doing well. I've had a lot of conversations over the past, I'd probably say about the past couple months, 2-3 months, about people wanting to get involved in real estate and asking how they can get involved in real estate given all that's going on with the economy. Well, you either have a lot of time, which means you don't have the money, or you have a lot of money, which means you don't have the time. And they want to know how they can get involved in real estate. Some of them have said, look, man, what do I need to do to just get into a deal, right? I don't really have the time to do all of that. So we've just invested their money in some of the deals that we do. So I'm here to open the invitation to all my friends and family that are watching this right now. If you're interested in getting involved in real estate and you simply don't have a ton of money or you don't have a ton of time, maybe you only have, $5,000, maybe you have $100,000, I don't know. But if you're interested in investing in real estate deals passively, truly passively, just reach out to me. There's no link. This isn't an ad. Just DM me and let's have a conversation. We've got deals right now that we can fund. Right now, as of right now, multifamily as well as single family. Deals that you can be in as little as 6 months and as much as 2 or 3 years, depends on the scenario and what your particular investment strategy is. All I can say is let's have a conversation. So if you're interested, friends and family, just reach out, let's have a conversation.